The placebo effect, healing by pretending. Parents know this trick. Kissing a boo-boo better or putting a plaster on it is often enough to ease the pain. That's the placebo effect at work. The term placebo effect sums up all the improvements you might see from a treatment that have nothing to do with the treatment's actual effect. In reality, it's not a single effect, but a whole bunch of them. There are psychological effects. When we expect to be treated, that expectation alone can make us feel better. Being cared for and listened to can really ease pain and reduce stress symptoms. Then there's conditioning. We've learned that we usually get better from a treatment. So the ritual itself, taking a pill, getting an injection, can be enough to trigger an actual response of our body, like the real medication would. These are real measurable effects that have nothing to do with a specific drug or therapy, but rather with the pretense of a treatment. The most important use of the placebo effect is in clinical trials. The proven method is to divide the test subjects in two groups. One gets the new treatment, the other doesn't. And you compare whether the treatment group is better off afterwards. But knowing that the ritual of treatment itself can have an effect, you have to make them think they get the same treatment. Therefore, they receive a placebo instead. For this, there's a whole range of placebo treatments, from effectless pills and injections to sham surgeries. And neither the researchers nor the test subjects should know who got the real treatment and who got the placebo. This setup is called double-blind, and it helps prevent eager scientists from treating one group differently. By comparing the results, you can find out if the treatment really has an effect beyond the placebo effect. But in such a study, there are even more factors to consider. For example, many people would say they feel better when asked after a treatment, even if nothing has really improved for them. And some symptoms simply improve on their own. These additional effects make the definition of the placebo effect a bit fuzzy, which is why it is still disputed among scientists. And the placebo effect can work in reverse. That's the nocebo effect, when people experience negative symptoms from something harmless. Like when people claim to get ill from new mobile phone towers that aren't even connected to the grid yet.